Alright, well the first thing we are going to do is get the tire situation done so it'll pick it up a little bit, being a little bit taller tire, and just because that's kind of one of the main things that needs to be done for it to get ready to ride. So one thing on this that we've noticed, actually it's worse on this side, is the ball joints are out. So we will be taking care of those. If you can see right here, and it there picks up. So we're going to replace the ball joints, may replace the tie rod ends. This one's not bad, but the other one is. So you just want to give everything a look over. One with this many miles and hours, I think it's got 2,000 miles and 440 hours on it. So for some reason, I guess on the Rangers, they didn't come with any grease joints on any of the A-arms either. So can't really do any maintenance there. Can't really do any maintenance anywhere else down here. I mean, it's just replace. We're going to replace the brake pads, replace the ball joints, and his shock's already cranked up, so I don't need to do that. I could move him to the outside here and get a, you can't even see that actually, hold on. The Ranger has a outside mounting hole right there. It's down there. I can move it up here, but his axle angles are already pretty good, so we're just going to keep it there. I've already been kind of going through, and I might just pick up this whole front plastic. That way I can dielectric grease everything back there and get his stock air box out, which is right underneath here. I guess I should show you that too. Not very good lighting, but that's actually the stock air box, and then the tube goes down right there, or right behind that line. So that's where we're starting out right now. I'm waiting for him to get back with the tires, and we'll go with there. Let me see about the back here. Everything on the back feels solid. That is the air box, pretty much muffler. What I'll do is accumulate the air, give it a good supply of air, but we are going to take all that out. So sway bar feels good and tight. All of his bushings feel tight. On the A-arms, wheel bearings feel good. Still going to, like I said, replace those brakes. And that's it as far as the rear goes, it seems. And of course, same as the rear, you can move the shock from that point up to this point, but it's just not needed right now. I'm going to grease the hinges on all of these, and that'll take care of the rear suspension part. Usually what I would like to do is go through and take all the axles out, because if you know on Polaris is that they get seized in there, and so I usually take them all out. I'll anti-seize the splines and make sure that if we do happen to break one out on the trail that I can easily take it out and replace it. He also wants to do something with the exhaust. I don't know if we're going to gut it, chop maybe 2 inches off of it, weld it back up with the tip, but that'll come later in deciding. So all of his shocks are cranked up on the rear also. But yeah, play it back when he gets here. Alright, so my neighbor's mowing, so it's kind of loud, so I'm just trying to fit this video in real quick. Got his lower ball joints back on. I just kind of pieced those together from what I had, so everything's much stronger now. We're about to mount up his tires and take the belt box off because he got a new belt, so get that going. Got the belt off. We gotta get some more silicone because I don't have any more, so we gotta seal up the back of this housing. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started on the snorkeling a little quicker than I thought. So that's where we're gonna go from there. The clutches are in the back drying because we washed them out, and I mean they're just as clean as can be, and is the motor and everything. So the belt, the back of the belt cover off, just as clean as can be on this too. There's Phillips over here, 3/8 over here. Pop that off because we're going to silicone around this edge and that edge, which is the back part right there, just in that groove, and then all around this. Because actually, looking at this one, you can see right there, that's definitely not sealed up from the factory. That would have let all the mud and water in. Next, we're going to take off the stock belt exhaust snorkel, which exits right here, blows onto the header to keep it cold, but it's just one bolt right here. Take off this whole cow. Alright, now that we got the stock belt exhaust snorkel off, we're gonna get the belt intake, which sucks in through here with this pre-filter right there. And then I'm just gonna pop this out and see what it's got. Go ahead. Oh, we got all these in here. That's just to get the cover off. My hand's twitching. All right, now we need to get, that's a regular hose clamp. Go. Goes right down into the stock belt right there. I mean, we can easily just throw in a 1.5 inch pipe right there and probably go straight up. And then, but I think we're gonna try to convert everything to 2 inch because, so right here you got belt intake, air intake, and then the belt exhaust is obviously just gonna come right off the belt box there. So everything's easy. I know a lot of people probably take this off from there, and you know, you come up the bed this way right behind the seat. We're not going to do that. I believe you can take this air box, undo this bolt right here, and rotate this whole air filter assembly around, so this outlet is going to be coming out like right here. Now I believe you take this, and then whenever that's just right here in the center of this cutout, that's about the right spacing. And I say I believe because I don't know any of this. This is just some research, but I think. Okay, so right off the bat, exactly like I figured. Make this go up on top there. That's what we're doing. And I'm going to probably get a 1.5 inch to 2 inch rubber coupler. Go from right here. Then what is that? Probably a 45, 22.5, 22 up, and then just go up. On here, probably do the same thing. 22.5, 22 over, straight up. And then the belt exhaust will be coming out this way. Put a 90 on it, and then a 180. The 45 coming up to right here in between, and then it's going to go straight up. So, as you know, you got to cut the bed out. You can take this middle one all the way out up to the top, this one all the way up to the top, that one, and then maybe, I should be all right here. We're going to take this whole top plate off right here and just leave that off. So yeah, I mean, it's going super simple. This thing's super easy to work on. Got the stock air filter box thing out, and we're just going to take all these out from the front real quick. Alright, so this is where I'm going to end it for the night. We got the oil draining out of the motor. Got the bed off, a little bit more accessible. We're going to get the vent lines and stuff. We're going to dielectric grease all the plugs tomorrow. And we got all the stock snorkel stuff off except for that tube right there. And also snorkel out of there. But yeah, it's kind of crowded in here right now, but pull that back out. Got his new belt. So we'll pick up this series tomorrow. Thank you.